Well, hello guys, welcome back to the construction of Bahar roll cage. So, as we are done up to here, so we are only left with the construction of a gusset and making a hitch point. So, it is up to you where you can make a hitch point. You can use this member for making a hitch point or the lower member. Okay, we'll be going for a hitch point later after the completion of the gusset. So, for the gusset, we have a main rule that we have to follow. So here we should have a primary gusset and another gusset here. So we may go for a long gusset here. You might have already seen in the rule book. So okay, this will be forming a gusset here. So as we are going for a noseless chassis, so that also requires a gusset. So this may be considered as a gusset. As we are going for a noseless chassis, we need to be more cautious about making the gusset. So the unsupported length should not be more than 41 inches. That should be a major consideration here. So I'm just taking a point. I just already took the point at a distance of 527.51 from this bend after the edge after the end of this bend. So I just took a point on this one, and I'm joining this point to this point with a line. Okay, there is a small change of plane there, but that will be okay while you manufacture that. Okay, this will be making one of the gusset on either sides. So in my case, as the points that are provided by my suspension guy, so I have been given 2 points here for the lower wishbone and the upper wishbone on somewhere around here. There will be a line here. Okay, that will be forming a tube later, and that will be the base for the upper wishbone, and somewhere between this there will be a member that will be for the front upper shock mount. Okay, now for the main and the foremost gusset, I just took a point. Okay, this will be a midpoint. Okay, I have just measured this one from this point to this point, including the length of the arc as 163.63. Okay, the radius of the arc is 158.64. Just I just measured that from this point to this point. That will be the radius of the arc is 158.64 mm. So the angle of this arc is 59.13 degrees. So I just converted it by the formula, and I have found out the length of this arc. So addition of addition of lengths of from this point to this point plus the length of the arc, and from this point to this point, it should not be more than 41 inches. Okay, just mark that. Okay, this is exactly 41 inches as I measured, and I'm taking that. And from here I just took a point at a distance of 95.82 from the end of the bend. So just taking a line, joining this midpoint, the point, and the other one from here to the other point. Just don't get confused. Okay, this is a simple way of making gussets. And uh, here for the SIM member we should have gusset. So few people go for a zigzag gusset here, so they will be using two gussets here, from here to here and from here to here. So that is not necessary if you have properly analyzed the chassis, and it is not at all necessary that much. Okay, so I am taking the gusset from the midpoint of this to one of the underseat members, this one. Okay, and I want to remind you once again that this is a worked out chassis. Okay, this worked out, and the vehicle which we have built with this chassis still runs in our college. So this has provided me a lot of results and all. So, and the foremost thing that I have faced in the event is that, okay, I used a bend here. Okay, rear aft. So let's go for the rule on rear aft. Okay, that will be the rear bracing. The point B and one vertex at either point S or point A. The tubes forming at this structural triangle must be continuous members, but bent less than 30 degrees. This should be actually create a structural triangle there. Okay, that should be creating a structural triangle. Okay, here this is, he meant to say that this point, this point, and this point, this is S, this is B, and this is R. This should actually create a structural triangle here. Okay, that will be uh, so basically triangle is stiffer than any other geometric structure. I mean rectangle or rhombus or anything. Triangle is stronger because it divides the forces into two, so that will be coming under the answers part. Okay, so the mistake I have done is I have taken a bend. This is not a mistake actually, but we can go for however we want. I have to put the battery from the back side. Okay, I have already mentioned the dimensions of the battery in the previous video. Okay, now I need to make a gusset here. So I was uh, in the event I was compelled to make a gusset, so we manually welded there, just taking the gusset there. So I'm just adding a gusset here to the center point. Yeah, as I have taken a bend there, that's why I need a gusset. If you haven't used a bend there, if you have accommodated the battery without the bend, okay, we can also, you can also reduce the ground clearance by reducing the height of the battery. Just if you are going for a gradient gearbox, you have little choice of uh, adjusting the battery. But if you are going for a machined gearbox which you have uh, properly made there, so you can also put your battery here on the floor. That will be very convincing, and your motor and gearbox here, and the along, and the half shaft along this axle. Okay, whatever the wheelbase you are taking. So I'm done with this gusset, and I need one more gussets and here somewhere. So just randomly taking the gussets. So these gussets are put accordingly by analyzing them. So just not simply putting the gussets there, I'm just simply putting the gussets here. That doesn't mean that I have just put it like that. For every angle of the gussets you need to analyze the forces. So at what forces you are getting less, I mean more strength, that will be something that is structurally strong. Okay, I hope you are getting that. So the point I mean to say that, so every gusset needs to be analyzed before actually manufacturing it. So we need to analyze the structural stability of every gusset. I mean, we need to analyze the structural stability of the roll cage with the possibility of the gussets. I mean, uh, I can put two gussets here, but I have only used one gusset. So I'm not just randomly taking whatever I want. I analyzed that. So at the end of the day, I got this as the strongest possible gusset for my roll cage. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. So this is the completion of roll cage of E Baha chassis. So there is one more thing left. I just want to make a hitch point. Okay, coming to the rule about the making of hitch point. Okay, the length of the hitch point should be 8 inches, and width from the body it should be 2 inches. Okay, this is more than enough. We'll be going for the 8 inches and 2 inches randomly. Okay, now I'm just converting this to inches. Considering the tube dimensions too, so now I'm taking 3 inches here. After adding the tubes, I'll be getting 2 inches clearance in that. Okay, just calculate according to the primary member dimensions. So my primary member dimensions are 1.25 inch, 1.65 mm thickness. Now I'm just randomly extending this. Okay, now this became my hitch point. Okay, with 3 inches, and it will be, of course, I have used 15 inches here. The required length is only 8 inches. Okay, this is the complete sketch of my roll cage. So in the next video I'll be adding the tubes. Okay, the weldment tubes for this roll cage according to primary and secondary member. So I'll be making you clear what the dimensions of my primary and secondary member are. I'll be posting a video between the addition of weldments to this roll cage. Okay, how to make the weldment profiles for the roll cage. I guess you will be in update with the channel, and I want you guys to just please subscribe and like the videos. Thank you.